If you're a small business owner, do not collab with her. Recently, I reached out to her back in March. I offered to do a haircut for free in exchange for a story. As a small business owner, I thought that it would be a good marketing scheme. But she came back saying, I want a color also. So I thought about it for a while and I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll do a color and cut too. So I did her color, copper brown. It was a 7-hour service. I was on my feet all day. And it's normally a $350 service. And I've been working hard to support my family. So we kept messaging back and forth because I wanted to see when she was going to post the story. At first, she told me sometime in April. And then later on, she said, I'll post before April's over. So now it's May 7th. That's a week after May. I texted her several times to see what's going on with the story. And it's not even a post. This is so easy to do. So at this point, she's ghosted me. It's clear that I've been scammed. But I just wanted to put it out there so that something like this doesn't happen again.
See, this is why you should always have things in writing. Because if not, you'll get taken advantage of. This girl has over 2 million total followers across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. My guess is that maybe she thought since she had a much larger platform than this guy, there was no benefit to her in shouting him out. But if the guy had a much larger platform than her, she would have definitely tagged them and made a video about it.
When ugly men shoot their shot at me, it really lowers my self-esteem because you looked in the mirror this morning and then saw me later on during the day and said, yeah, she want me. She gonna want me, bro. No, that hurt my feelings. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, God, forgive me. Let me not talk about your children on the internet. But for real, the message, hopefully you understood it. Don't come my way if you don't look grade A, clean, well kept, and no kids. Big pockets. They gotta be at least match mine, but hopefully they way bigger. Because what the heck is going on out here? Like, I really feel like I want to get restraining orders on y'all sometimes just because the audacity.
I completely agree with her. Because when ugly chicks approach me and want to ask me out, I'm like, the audacity of this bitch asking me out. How dare you? And don't get me started with fat girls. If you're fat, you shouldn't be chasing me. Bitch, chase a dog. Chase a bus. Maybe then you lose some weight.
What did he say?
I purposefully didn't take my birth control to get pregnant with my first baby. I haven't ever told anyone, not even my husband. Oh. That's, well, I think it's better that he doesn't know.
That's called baby trapping. And that's a messed up thing to do to someone. Because if a man did that to his girlfriend, I'm sure you guys would have a lot to say about it.
Will you ever let a man hit you?
Hit me?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, will you ever take back a man if he ever slapped you?
Yeah.
You what? Why?
Because I like that aggressive shit.
No, it was like an argument. He put your hands on you.
No, but like, I like that aggressive shit. Like, if you put my hands on me, like,
So you like when a guy hits you?
Yeah, I do.
Stop it. Get some help.
It wasn't until I started acting like a bop that the niggas that I wanted me back. When I was sitting at home with one body, literally my body count on one, waiting for a text back, being loyal, like I'll make food for the man, like I'm waiting for you to come home, just text me back, like literally, I was the nigga worst enemy. He don't like me, he don't want to talk to me, all this. When I was outside, popping out in music videos, on the scene every night, with all the baddies twerking, showing my body, acting crazy, getting drunk. Now the nigga want to blow my phone up. Oh my gosh, like, why don't you ever hit me back up? Like, all this and that. And then they post on Instagram that they want a homebody who stay at home. A girl with less than 1,000 followers on Instagram, all this and that. Like, no, you don't. Mind you, I said acting like a bot. Don't actually crash out about these niggas.
This girl's obviously lost because she doesn't get it. If you act like a bot, most guys will assume you're a bot. They're not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. And by the way, you're not acting like a bot. You are a bot. You're twerking, you're getting drunk, you're showing off your body, which I guess that means dressing provocatively. This is typical bot behavior. So you're not acting like a bot, you are a bot.
If I wanted to take you on a first date, would Pizza Hut be okay?
It depends.
What would it depend on?
How much I like you. It would depend.
So for the guys who you like the least amount, where would you want them to take you?
Like a 5-star steakhouse.
And the guys you like the most, where would you go with them?
I would probably expect less, just because I like them.
But Why make the man that you like the least amount invest more up front than the guys who you're more attracted to?
Because he's got to work for it.
What do you mean by that?
Work for what? Work for what? To get inside your pants? Or to get a relationship? Because if someone has to work to make you like them, you don't actually like them. You're just using them. And this is why coffee dates will always be undefeated. Because it filters out girls like this.
My boyfriend was at my dorm and this guy knocks on my door. He said that he saw me around. I told him my name once, like 2 weeks before, and he found my room somehow. And I was like, oh, hi. And he goes, I was looking for you. And I was wondering if you had a boyfriend. And I was like, yeah, I do, actually. And then my boyfriend was just listening to the whole thing. And he was like, there's no way this guy just pulled up on you.
If you didn't have a boyfriend, would that type of game be what you was into?
The effort of coming to find my room, yeah.
You wouldn't see that as like chasing?
I want people to chase me, yeah, for sure.
She wants attractive guys to chase her. Because if that guy who stalked her all the way to her room was unattractive, she would call the police.
When my boyfriend and I started living together, we'd often discuss having kids together in the future. During one of those conversations, my boyfriend said that he was going to get a DNA paternity test after I gave birth, just to be sure that the kid was really his.
What?
I thought he was joking and tried to laugh it off. However, when I asked him later if he was serious, he said he was, and that he'd really want to get that procedure done. He said that if I knew it was really his child, then I shouldn't have a problem with that. The conversation made me feel like he didn't trust me as a woman, and that maybe we shouldn't even plan for any children at all. Am I crazy for getting upset? Alex, how would you feel if John said such a thing to you? If John was like, I'm absolutely getting a paternity test either way, divorce. The fact that I'm going through everything that I'm going through.
They're not pregnant yet.
No, they're not. But like the fact that you're even willing to have his fucking child and you're going to now question my loyalty to you. Like, of course, there's situations where people are unfaithful and whatnot, but there's way more, like there's other red flags in those relationships as to why one would get a paternity test.
I don't like how she dismisses the valid grievance that men have when it comes to paternity. Like, I understand her perspective and how a man bringing that up can make a woman feel like he doesn't trust her. But a paternity test is not about whether a man trusts his woman or not. It's about peace of mind. Because a woman is 100% certain that the kid is hers because it came out of her body. But the best a man can be is 99% sure. That's the best he can do. A paternity test makes it so that the man is 100% sure that the kid is his. And while we're at it, hospitals sometimes misplace people's babies. So that's another reason to get a paternity test.
Gilbert Arenas proposed to his woman with a $400,000 ring. 8 days later, she left him. So what he decided to do, he was sitting back thinking like, that's too much money to lose all at once. So he had to smooth talk his way back into the girl's life. He then goes and replaced the ring with a fake ring. And then he left her.
Sensational.
How did you propose? He'd been asking me to marry him for a couple of years, and I didn't want to get married. And one day I just suddenly realized I better not let him get away. And I suddenly realized that we could make marriage what we wanted it to be. It didn't have to be every marriage that I'd seen. And I said, you know that question you've been asking me? I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm ready. You can ask it again.
I don't know what you guys heard, but all I heard was she didn't like him like that. Because no woman who genuinely likes a guy will reject his proposal. And maybe I'm reading too deep into it, but it feels like the only reason she spun back around to him was because she was either scared of him leaving her and marrying another woman, or she was getting older and wanted stability and security, so she gave in.
I never want to be with a girl that is insecure if another woman like cooks for you as a friend. That's crazy.
Wait, okay. So a girl that cooks for you as a friend, is your girlfriend there?
No.
Oh, you got women fucked up.
But I have healthy platonic relationships with women.
See, stop right there. I know what you have. It's about convincing your girl about what you have.
I've allowed one of her male friends to cook for her before when I wasn't there.
All right, before we go any further, is he a handsome guy?
Yeah.
And he cooked for your girl like in your house?
No, in her crib.
And you weren't around?
No.
Beta! When you're in a relationship, do you listen to your man?
Yeah.
Word? If you was going out with your girls, right? but you was going on looking like this, you know what I'm saying? But your man is like, babe, change. I don't like what you got on. What you doing?
I'm not changing.
She belongs to the streets.